Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today. I'd like you to just think about someone that you would like to think about. And let's just dive into the hidden heart secrets. Let's see how they feel, like what they feel about you right now, what they're feeling like within themselves, just in general. Like, let's just kind of see what's coming through. And then we'll do a tarot reading for whatever is coming through here. So I'll just ask you to think about someone and we'll do that. So, collective vibes, okay? So, this hopefully should, work. So let's see. We do have second chance, okay? Whoever you're thinking about is really trying to manifest some sort of second chance. They're like almost wanting to roll the dice. Take a chance here, okay? That's what they're trying to do. They want reconciliation, making amends, and some sort of opportunity. So we do have these cards that want to come out. We have withdrawn, single, and lonely. They're definitely in some sort of place where they're feeling, maybe like a lot of people have walked away from them. Maybe they're alone. Maybe they've chosen to walk away from others. It's just giving me the sense of like they're so withdrawn. They're like in this place where they just don't know where to turn, okay? There's a sense of resentment. There must have been some sort of hurtful words said to them. I feel like they can't handle their emotions. They can't handle maybe even the authentic truth. So maybe these hurtful words were just, hurtful truths to them. Like they didn't want to hear the truth. So they're very bitter, right? Like they want a second chance. They want to roll the dice, but they're very withdrawn, single, lonely. They're in solitary. It's almost like they're hating on themselves for like, I don't know. They're like hating on themselves, but they want you. Or yeah, it's really interesting because then we have this card here coming out. We have return, so second chance opportunities in making amends. So interesting, right? They're like flip flopping. They're going from second chance to they want a second chance. They want to reconcile, and they're like alone, but they have like anger and like resentment. That word resentment's coming up, so they're resenting what you said to them. Like they can't accept it. Hurtful words, it's obviously coming through there, and then there is this return here. So I'm going to actually see if they're going to return. uh, okay, I'll just grab these ones. Let's do some timing since it's return. Let's see when they're going to return by, or like if they're going to return. Let's just see. I don't know if you want them to return, but it says within the month, so let's just put that on that card right there. Making amends, return, second chance opportunity, maybe within the month. So that's definitely coming through there. We have influences. So whatever's going on in this situation, they are attached to maybe a third party, or maybe it's got to do with something like a group, or they have some sort of peers or attachments going on here. And it's definitely giving that infinite cycle, like, the figure of eight there. It's like karmic cycles. Maybe they're stuck in some sort of karmic cycle right now. We do have healing and we have curse. So healing is releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So they are trying to do these things, but I do believe that they have some pretty heavy curses on them. Some hexes, witchcraft, maybe it's like some sort of negative stuff like that to create a negative mind for them. So that could be what's causing them to be, in this situation. So maybe this influences here, this third party, maybe there's some sort of spell work being done on this person. It gives me the sense of like there is multiple people trying to keep them in this energy. They don't want them to heal. They want them to stay in this like cursed state. We have beginnings, so it's coming out again. We got try again, new direction, start over. Like they wish they could start everything over from the beginning. Like they wish that they could go back. They wish they could like, be a better person. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. But I feel like they keep flip flopping. Okay, so whoever this is, they keep flip flopping between like, but I'm not a good person, but I want this person back, and I wish I could do better, but I don't know if I can. I don't think I'm a good person. So it's like giving me flip flopping vibes, and this curse thing here is ultimately what's creating that situation for them. So they want to try again, new direction, start over, but as soon as they start thinking about that, they start falling apart, like at the seams. They feel in despair. They feel like they're sinking, like they're hopeless, because I feel like they got given a chance, like they probably got given a chance, and now they probably like sink into this withdrawn place of bitterness And I think it's got a lot to do with the influences here. So there's a group of people, or there's a third party influence here that is really creating this situation for you and them. And it seems like it's some sort of karmic situation. Um, I feel like they can't seem to break free from this karmic, but you have broken free from this situation. So I feel like it's probably a moment of time. Like it's probably only in a moment in time, yeah, when they're going to break free. We do have shallow, so this person seems like they're a bit hollow and empty and shallow. Like it's giving me like shallow waters. Like they're getting sick and tired of being around these people. They're sick and tired of how they act, how they talk. They're getting bored. Like they don't have any good conversation. They don't, like it gives me the sense of like you were the only good thing in their life. 555 just came up, which is, I think, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I think so. You can look that one up though. So yeah, this is their karma for whatever they did to you. So this person, as much as like those things are coming out, like they want to come back in, I don't think you want them to come back in. We have consequences, cause and effect, and debts. Okay, so this is their karma. Like they have been almost like locked into this cycle at this point. I feel like they could still break free. I feel like at any point anyone can break free from a karmic cycle. And I feel like right now you probably still can. We've got a full moon coming. I feel like now is the perfect time to do that. So ultimately, they feel like they're in like a noose. That's interesting, like a noose, like the hanged man kind of vibe. And rejection. So the reason why they don't know if they want to come to you is because they feel like they're going to be rejected. And I feel like if they come to you, then they have to cut out this group of people. I think they know that, right? Like I think there probably was like some sort of description from you to them or conversation where you were like basically telling them that they need to get rid of this situation for them to be in your life. Well, that's happened like twice tonight, and that's not normal because it doesn't happen all the time, but it's definitely a sign from the universe. I feel that it's, whatever's happening here is happening. I really do think that they know that they have to cut out this group of people, but it's almost like maybe they can't. Maybe they feel like they're trapped or something. But they're definitely thinking about you. Okay, so they have memories, they're reminiscing, they're dwelling, and it's super bittersweet for them. So that's their like karmic hell that they're in. So basically, they're thinking about you, but they can never have you again. They're thinking about all the possibilities if they just let go. Okay, if they just let go of this situation that they're in. They're a free spirited person. They want to go on adventures. They want to take risks. But like back here, this influences seems like it's such a huge thing. This could possibly be also like drugs and stuff, and alcohol, and like I don't know, like escorts. You never really know what influences is, but this is like an attachment, right? So when I think about attachments, third parties, and peers, the third parties is giving that sense of like maybe they have other people that they are seeing, or it's really giving me like peers, a group of people, attachments. They have like karmic attachments, so maybe they have codependency issues or abandonment issues. Like they feel like they can't leave this group of people because it's almost like they don't like the unknown. They want to stay in the known, but they know that there's all these possibilities, and they have like some weird feeling that they're hoping and expecting and having faith and manifesting something to kind of come into their life. They're hoping that you're going to come back in to their life, pretty much, and like do the thing that they're not going to do. It gives me the sense of like they're not going to come back in. Like they want to, but they're flip flopping and they just don't know what to do, and they're hoping that you're going to come back in so they don't have to do the work. So 909, I feel like that's important. They're thinking about you, missing you, craving you. So if you really look at this situation, they're flip flopping so hard right now. Like this is a cycle that they're probably going to be in for a very long time. They won't be able to let go of you. It just seems to me like they're thinking about you, consistently thinking about you, missing you, craving you, desiring you. But karma back here really shows that this is like a cycle, so they're going to continually be in this place. I don't like the idea that family came out, but family is giving fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. So I will let you guys interpret this card how you will, because at least for me, it seems a bit weird for the situation because of whoever this person is. Maybe it's like maybe it's someone that is, you know, part of your family, or, that's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe this person was pregnant. Maybe the person that left you or you cut out of your life was pregnant, or the other way around. Maybe it was the other way around. We got distracted, so we got sidetracked, change and delays. So it's interesting, actually, right? Like, we have Norris, so they're actually trying to focus on themselves. They're very distracted, so maybe I'm getting the sense of like they're distracted by family. They could be distracted by family, but it seems like they're thinking about family. But it's also weird, right? Like, it just gives me a weird vibe, that family one. So I would say just like family kind of comes into this. They're definitely wanting to come forward, coming clean, unveiling, coming clean messages. They're really focusing on their self growth, self focused, and soul finding, nourishing kind of vibes. So I feel like they are possibly trying to make up for the things that they've done wrong, and like all of that stuff. They're trying to pay their karma, but I feel like they haven't done the one thing. There is just one thing here that I think that matters more than anything else. And I feel like whatever this is, it's to do with you, the person that's watching this. And I feel like the one thing that they can't do is tell you the truth, or tell you the things that you want to hear or need to hear, or they can't even get themselves to do that because they're so caught up on like this infatuation of you, and also these influences are influencing them with a curse. Like, there's literally a lot here. Okay, so we have finality. So they get to a place where, when they confess, I feel like they think that when they confess or unveil and come clean, or some sort of message comes through, it gives me the sense of like they're not going to be able to like it gives me the sense of like it's almost like maybe they're gonna want to like end it. Maybe they're gonna want to like put themselves out of their misery or something. I think I saw 1212. I sure did. um but it's definitely giving the sense of like, finality. So the next card was finality that was coming out, and that's farewells, leave behind, and closure. So it seems like whatever's going to come to light here in some sort of message, or whatever's coming through, is going to create distance, blockage, space, and separation. So I would say this is probably for the rest of eternity, but you never know. The rest of eternity, like the rest of like this life or next life or whatever. It's to do with the twin flame. Okay, so this is about mirroring shared feelings and some sort of reflections going on here. They are spying on you. Okay, interesting. They are divine masculine. Okay, so this person that I'm actually talking about is in a divine masculine energy. Um, they are receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So they have an open heart. I feel like you open this person's heart chakra, or you open their heart, so that they have now become so receptive and empathetic and vulnerable. So it gives me the sense of like they might not have been this person. I feel like they have like a really strong kind of like star sign that's very stubborn, like maybe like an Aries, a Leo, Taurus. I don't know really stubborn ones, but like it's just giving me those three, and I'm also getting like Sagittarius, and I got Pisces in my head over and over. So Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Um, that's about it. Nothing else is coming through. We got spying. So spying is like social network information ways. So they might be looking at you online. They could be, they could be like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of spying, but like they get their information somehow in the ways they've got it, and it does say social network. So I feel like they're probably just watching you online, looking at your pictures, seeing what you're posting. Like I feel like this is how they get their fix of you, so they don't have to come back in as such. We do have conflicted. So this person has an addiction. They have addictions. They need to make a decision whether they carry on with these addictions or not. And I feel like this could be caused by the influences back here. So this group of people have created a space for this person to find it extremely hard to leave. So it's almost like they choose those things over true love, or over like realistic reality. Um, they've got some decisions to make. They're very hot and cold about it, and multiple choices. They're conflicted, okay? And the picture on here is ultimately giving me like, that's an alcoholic beverage. So I would just take that as like maybe they're an alcoholic, or maybe they do too many drugs, or maybe they just have really bad addiction issues. It could be like gambling. You never know. We do have resistance. So this person, oh, this card wants to come out too, which is interesting. So resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. So this person really, really loves you, or really admires you, like really likes you, but they find it hard to express themselves. So this person seems like they are less emotional than normal. Like maybe they can't connect with their divine feminine, and they can't express emotion very well. I do also understand that like maybe they can, but maybe they have to be on some sort of drugs, or with this addiction, or something here like this conflicted hot and cold thing. I feel like they can't, like they want to be out of these things, but for some reason they are like resisting. They have this resistance. And we have deja vu, repeated patterns, and past lives, and karmic lessons. So we have karma back there, and this is just like a karmic lesson for them. So like if they could learn this, I feel like you can break free from karmic lessons and all that kind of stuff. There's exhaustion. So they've been on a long journey. They're depleted and pretty drained. I will actually get two more cards. I would just like to know what the outcome, or if there's anything here that needs to come through, please. Any extra things, like very clear messages, please. Mistakes. Okay, so they've definitely made mistakes. Okay, so they have this in their heart. They know that they've made mistakes. They feel misunderstood. They feel like they're the victim, and also they're a lost soul, which I can imagine. Like I can understand this now. Like maybe they were cornered by this influences. It gives me the sense of like being in a situation that like maybe you don't get a choice. Sometimes you do. Like I feel like in a certain era, or like in certain situations, it's extremely hard to make a choice, and you feel very peer pressured or something like that. So I feel like this person just made mistakes because they weren't thinking properly at the time, or it just gives me that sense they're a victim, right? They're a victim to this. So it feels like a lot of pressure was laid on. Maybe they were threatened, maybe they were paid, maybe they were bought off. Like it just gives me that sense of there is a lot there to that. And I do believe that they understand that they made so many mistakes, right? Like they feel like they're a lost soul, like they're drifting in the wind, and they were like, why did I do this? Like having this awakening and coming into this place of karmic reckoning. It really just brings into that like that forefront of like karma is real, and like it's almost like an emotional storm, like a tornado going on in your head, right? Like um, yeah, so this person definitely feels that way. They have intimacy, bonding, and sensual confiding, and we got two more here. We're only you and depth. So they understand, okay? Like they got to a place here, but it might have been too late. That they loved you, okay? They only wanted you, but it's really interesting that family is here. So um, like this is like giving me the sense of like some sort of situation where a family member did something to you, or has done something to you, or like, but they love you. So like it's almost like they did this because they love you, but then now that things have passed and time's passed, like they might have seen what they did to you. Like maybe they have seen what they have actually created and done to you over however long. And it really gives me the sense that they are aware. They have depth. They understand the awareness and the importance and the value of you, and even coming in and like confessing, and just telling the truth. And I feel like I would recommend, if anyone's seeing this and you're this person, okay, and this for a fact, try really hard, because I can imagine like a person that has narcissistic tendencies, which I'm not saying that to upset you, okay? If you are watching this, this is ultimately just giving you some advice. I'm trying to help you, okay? So as much as people don't want to help narcissists or people in that kind of position, if you want to help yourself, then you will sit here and listen. The importance of this is that even if this person no longer wants you or wants you in their life, the right thing to do is apologize, okay? And do it from a place where you're not practicing, okay? Don't practice the apology. Don't write it down. Make an effort to actually do it from your soul, okay? Do it from your soul. Because I understand that, like, this is basically for someone that is like going through so much pain and suffering right now. So that is ultimately what you need to do. You have to apologize, even if it's too late. You know, even if you don't get this situation back with you, because you really do think like only you have like this craving feeling. You're attached to this person. You're so devoted to this person, but you lost them. 2020 just came up. So I feel like you just have this awareness that how deep this is that to fix or to even improve or even to somewhat move forward in a relationship is to be honest and truthful and really come to a place where you can respect the other person that you're speaking to. And if you have to lie to them, then you're basically just going down a really horrible path. So I think whoever this is for, obviously, chosen one, this is for you. So someone has actually done this to you. And ultimately, if the person is watching or, you know, anyone comes along here and it feels like I'm not talking about you, but I'm actually more like talking to the chosen ones about you, and you're on that side, then like this part here, you know, that's the importance here, is that I feel like the damage is already done. That's kind of what I'm getting. The damage is already done, but there is something you can do. You can at least make it a little bit better, you know. Oh damn, I got so dizzy doing this reading. But we're good. Alright, we have the Chariot. So there is this idea of wanting to start something new, be playful and happy, and, you know. We have Temperance, so be patient. So this is for you, chosen one. So it's almost like you want something new. You want to be playful and adventurous. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. You almost like want someone that's going to be like on your level, someone in your life. So it's giving the sense of like cherishing your ideas as well, like cherishing it like a baby, watching it grow. We have Temperance and the Queen of Chalices. The Queen of Chalices is giving not much at the moment, but just a lot of flowing water and being like grounded within the flow. Kind of getting that, and also being guided by angelic beings, nurturing relationships with a very beautiful energy. We have Patience there, and we have the Sun. Okay, so you're looking for the Sun. Ultimately, you are the person that this is actually for, the chosen ones. Ace of Chalices, the Ace of Wands, and we have the Seven of Chalices. So the Ace of Wands gives that sense of like a beautiful, prosperous, maybe even like abundant kind of like fast moving kind of like action. I'm getting like new beginnings, but very fast moving. And I feel like you have the wisdom to create a family. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this, is like the Seven of Chalices gives reaching for that wisdom from the tree, really trying to figure out what you can do. And it's almost like you wish or you want a family, right? You want a family. The Ten of Chalices, I feel like you want fulfillment and harmony and happiness and peace. And we have the 11, Four of Wands. So celebration, unity, coming together. No, I won't mention Twin Flame because I already did. But anyway, I feel like you want a soulmate. You want like a higher level kind of connection. And you want to cut yourself free from this like old situation. But I think until this person ultimately comes in, I feel like you could cut yourself free, right? Like you cut yourself free in the karmic cycle and move forward on your destiny journey. But I feel like that's what this is giving me, is that because this person was so close to you, and I feel like because they meant so much to you, and they might have been your twin flame, right? Like they're literally the other half of your soul. So that's so hard to move away from that. But it's ultimately saying like if you can cut this situation out, you're gonna like complete a cycle, and you become very like passionate, like fiery passionate, you know. You'll be able to start alchemizing things like crazy. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. With the stars are aligned as soon as you cut this person out. So whoever this is for, I hope that it helps out. I'm feeling very tired at the moment, but that's okay. I'm going to go to bed after this. Let's just get a couple of messages of light just to go with. And we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. We have Hathor, intelligence. We have Amun-Ra, creation. Yeah, you have the intelligence to create something new. That's literally so funny how that kind of came up before. We have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. We have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So yeah, this is definitely a repeated cycle, a repeated pattern. Yeah, interesting that it's coming out today like this. When I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. Go for a walk, my friends. You know, keep moving. We have fruitfulness, satit. Nice, I love that. I kind of love fruitfulness. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5:22. Okay, we have nut and understanding. I kind of love that. So fruitfulness, understanding. Let's just get a couple more, please. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. And we have the void. Stop, embrace winter. The great cosmic womb. And we have this one up here. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Whoa. So much void. Last but not least is Mut. It's like, yeah, Mut. Truth and fairness. Okay, so I feel like the message that's coming through now is basically, you know, truth matters. And I think that's all that matters when it comes to this kind of thing. You know, love is all that matters. But I feel like in this situation, when it comes to relationships and friendships and all that kind of stuff, is that truth is really the only thing that matters, because I feel like truth is what brings unconditional love, right? Like if you can be honest and truthful and authentically truthful to the person that you're with, and they can do the same without getting upset, because this is the goal, then that is true version of like unconditional love and truth and fairness. Okay, so this reading is ultimately for two sides. This is for the chosen ones to understand what's going on for your significant other, but this also could be for someone that is struggling right now in a karmic cycle. Maybe they literally chose their karmic doom, they chose their karmic hell, and this reading is going to be specifically here on my channel for anyone that resonates, anyone that needs this, anyone that is, you know, wanting to break free of this, they want to pay their karmic debts. Okay, if you want to do that, then watch this video to the end, even though this is pretty much the end of the video. We have soul tree. You're part of a soul tree. You can call and support at any time. You know, like soul family is going to be here to help heal you no matter who you are, as long as you can do the healing and the work, and you don't like do the narcissistic things in the comments and like all that kind of stuff. You know, like if you can have healthy boundaries with the people that you're trying to get healing from, then you can probably do the healing. It's going to take a long time, but you know, you'll be able to do it, and I believe in you. I cherish every cell within my body. I just want to say that like I'm not inviting in any of those energies into my space. So my personal space, but you can be here on the channel, but I would also ask you to follow the channel rules. And also, if you're going to be here and you're more in like that kind of place where maybe you're suffering or struggling to have emotions, then please understand that none of the community here is actually wanting to be trauma dumped on. So it's not a trauma dump channel, but you can come here and silently or, you know, respectfully gain some healing. And I hope that's okay. That's me setting a loving boundary. And I feel like once you get to a certain point, you feel comfortable enough and, you know, all that, then I would start interacting then. But like, you know, people in general on this channel aren't going to react well to that. So I hope you understand. It's all about understanding, and I understand what you're going through, because I feel like a lot of us all end up going to those places sometimes, but we don't stay there. If you know what I mean. You know, sometimes we get traumatized or something, and we go to that place of narcissism where we gotta, you know, it's called survival mode. You know, survival mode, fight or flight. You know, fight or fright. Like there's a lot of different versions of those, but like that's kind of what I get from it. It's like sometimes you can go into a temporary version of that. It's all about wellness. You know, this channel. This is what this video is all about. Is about being well and you're making yourself better. Like you don't need to go get pills, or you don't need to go do drugs. You don't need to drink. You don't need to do anything of stuff. You can literally just let God in and allow God to show you the way. Okay, so that's how this works. Then we have, I claim my desires, I hold great visions, I'm ready to receive. Okay, I'm going to end it with that. If you're ready to receive, please type that in the comments if you get to this point. I am ready to receive down below, and you will receive the blessings and the gifts that I send you right now, okay? Alright, let me give you some Reiki. Okay. If you receive, I will remove some negative emotions from your third eye area and around your brain area. So I'm going to try to do that now, okay? Alright. Oh, jingly. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in another video very shortly. I'm going to post this one late tonight because I feel like divine timing's at play. So whenever you see this, this is for you. Whenever you see it, it can be seen at any point and any time. So let's see how the algorithm works with all this kind of stuff. So yeah, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Helps out the algorithm, hopefully. I don't know, I've been saying that for so long that it doesn't even seem like it does, but let's just see. Yeah, see you in another one. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.